welcome. I don't know how you found me, but stick around, hit that subscribe button. My name is Janessa J. Champagne. And here I am once again in the lovely Champagne Dreams Productions branch office, and we're having a makeup play day. That's why the potato face is already partially prepared. Although, as I've been letting my swoop down has been driving me crazy. So let's just take this little meat cleaver and just tuck that up. Let's just tuck that away. Very cute. Very classy look. Hello. How are we doing? How's your Saturday night going? I hope you are doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit so that you can see what we've got now. If you saw the title or if you remember, hold on. I'm a little bit off center. Let me see if I can fix this. Hello, Mama Champagne. Hello, Janet. Hello. I hope your travels were good. I hope you're home safe and sound, Janet. But yeah, so tonight we are going to be doing a look inspired by Color Reveal Barbie, and we're having a little bit of a face-off with the Color Reveal Barbies, because if you saw my previous live, we did go ahead and open a Color Reveal Barbie. We opened this lovely lady. So she's purple and teal and gold and pink. She's kind of an oddball. Just got in 15 minutes ago. Well, hopefully this will be nice and relaxing for you, because I know that traveling can be a lot. So I hope you enjoy. So we did unbox. She's got little gold shoes. So we did get this lovely lady, but I wasn't feeling particularly inspired. So I was like, you know what? Apparently they're doing construction or something on the roof. I don't know what it is. Or Krampus is coming. I don't know what the fuck's happening out there. So if you hear banging, that's what it is. So we have this lovely lady, but I was like, let's have a little face off. And we'll leave it to the group. We'll leave it to the people here chatting. And let me switch to all chat so I don't miss anybody. Let me just make sure I get everybody. So I've got a couple Color Reveal Barbies here, and we can talk about which one we want to reveal, or do we want to just have a fun play day and reveal them both? Hello, Alex. How's it going? Excuse me, pretty girl. So the one thing I do have, so this is the food series of Color Reveal Barbie. So here you can see, I'm dying to get this one. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is pizza. I've had that one before, but I didn't do a look with it. This one is tacos. I did do a look on my website that's no longer up. This one is popcorn, which I did a look on my website. This one, I don't know what she is. And then this one is popsicle. She's the one that I'm really interested in. So we've got this one. We've got this Color Reveal one. But then this one could also be fun to open. So this is a mermaid series. So this, you can see, a mermaid series. And here, these are a little bit, it looks like they're a little bit more monochromatic. Hello, Grace. How's it going? Did Grace pop in? Hello, Grace. Hello, hello. So you can see these are a little bit more monochromatic. But this is also the one that has that chase figure that's a Ken that's silver. So we have a couple of options. We could reveal these and use these together. We could combine one of these with the other one. We can just kind of play with it and let's see what's going on. But so those are the two Color Reveal Barbies, and I did get enough water from the bathroom so we can do them both if we want to do them both. Let's talk about what is on my face so far. Now, I'm also trying something different with the lighting, so you can let me know if you hate it, if you love it, if it's terrible. I am filming without the overhead lights on. So I've just got the two side lights, and then I've got a lighted mirror in front of me. And I'm hoping that that will take care of it looking so blown out as it does. Not so much on lives. My phone is pretty good about translating the colors, but especially when I film. So I might try to just film with these lights. The trouble is that sometimes, especially if I'm getting ready, now that I have the lighted mirror in front of me, that's a little bit better. But sometimes when I just had the side lights, I couldn't see. So then I was leaning so far into the mirror that I would go out of frame. It was a hot mess. I've not figured this out. So there's no adult steering the ship. But let's go ahead and talk about what's on my face. And then let's start revealing some Barbies so we can start painting a look. So first things first. I'm the realist. Iggy Azalea, anybody? Yeah. What's she doing now? Girl, working at the Olive Garden. When you're here, your family. So after I shaved, I put on a little bit of moisturizer and I mixed some of this in. This is the REM Beauty. I've been using the other one, but this is the shade Aura. And this one has a little bit of a pinky vibe to it, so I thought that could be fun. It's very Barbie themed. So I was like, let's start with that. And then we used up, I think this one is empty. I think I have one backup of this, but this is the I Heart Revolution Strawberry Whip Primer, which I love, and I'm so sad. Let me even just check now. I do have a sealed backup, thank God, because this I'm pretty sure is like, I'm gonna take this off and try to get one more use out of this, but this is like done. So I'm very sad about that. Oh, I had forgotten. A while back, I bought a couple hard candy primers that I wanted to try out, and I keep forgetting. So I'll have to write myself a note to do the hard candy primers, because I've had those sitting for a couple months, and I just forget to do it. So once I had the sparkly stuff on, the REM Beauty, and the primer, so I did that primer, and then I did a little bit of this. I did the Urban Decay. I didn't mix this into the foundation this time. I actually put this on before. This is Silver Lake. This is the Face Bond Luminizer. Then I used the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. And then I did the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So that's what I've got on my face so far. I didn't do contour because I was like, let's wait until we get a Barbie and know what our Barbie looks like to decide how crazy the contour should go. Because some of the Barbies, you know, they work with a little bit more contour. Some of them are a little bit more subtle. So yeah, and I was running late, so it worked out well. So let's go ahead. What should we do first? How are people feeling? We've got 13 people here. If anybody wants to chime in and let me know, we've got the mermaid. Now this one, we're going to know what it is when we take her out, because I believe the mermaids have like rooted hair. So we are going to know which color we got when we open it. The food theme one is a complete reveal. So what are we feeling? Are we feeling mermaid, food series, or both? What are the thoughts? So Mama Champagne is saying mermaid. We've got to vote for mermaid. Mermaid, food series, or both? Spoiler alert, I'm probably going to open both either way. Hello, Lil Gamer. Both. I love that. Mermaid from Alex. Mama Champagne is saying both. I'll probably do both anyway, because unless something was really overwhelming, people were like one or the other. I'm with Mama, yep. So we've got mermaid and both. So we'll open them both up and we'll see what we get. So let's go ahead and start with the mermaid. Because like I said, once we open this one, we'll know which mermaid we got. But let's go ahead and take a look. So we're taking off our little... Now the Ken is the chase figure, so I'm kind of hoping I get the Ken. I think that would be fun. I think that... sometimes these are so tough. Push it up, girl. Push it up. What is going on? Post both. Thank you for saying my name both. I love your videos. Thanks. I'll be watching them every day. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We've got a couple new videos that are coming, like filmed videos, as well as the live. I'm working on, in May, we're going to have Made by Mitchell. So Made by Mitchell is a brand I've been working on some content for. And so I thought with May, we'll do a little pun. I love a dad joke. I love a pun. Okay, maybe we don't open the mermaid today because the mermaid refuses. Seriously, what is going on? Okay. I don't know what's happening. Thank you so much. Please read this. I watch your videos every day and I really want both like Jay. Please just open them both. And yeah, I'm going to open them both. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if something is off the track. How is this so hard? What is happening? Let me see if I've got... is this microfiber cloth going to do anything? Oh, Jesus. Okay. What is happening? What? Yeah, if I can open them. Like, the video might just be over. What if I can't get either of these open? I'm trying to see if they're, like, misaligned or something. If there's a way that I can... I don't... What is happening? Oh, you're laughing your heart. I love that. There's a spun... Yeah, there is a sun. I have closed the curtains, but there's a little bit... It's like a grommet panel, so then sometimes things... It'll go away soon enough. But yeah, I have a little bit of a spotlight on me. Oh, it's starting to wiggle a little bit. Okay. This is, it's starting, oh, that took way longer than it should have. It took so much. Yeah, no, it's definitely like, and it's just only got 2 little things, so it's definitely like screwed on there, but I don't know why that was so hard. So here is our Barbie, and then there are going to be a number of surprises. So this one, it looks like we've got a little green bag, we've got a long purple bag, got a little purple bag, and a little pink bag. So let's go ahead and open up. Yeah, the hang pull, it seems like you should be able to just pull that up, but it is actually like screwed on. It's so weird. And so one of these is the tail. So you can see here, so there we've got the red one, we've got a yellow one, we've got kind of a turquoise, we've got a purple, and then a pink, and then we've got Ken, who is silver. And so part of what's in one of these little bags is the tail, the little tail piece that pops in. Hello, Laura Beth, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so let's see. I'm knocking things over. Okay, so let's put some water into the tube. So we use the tube. Very smooth. I was much better at that than I was in actually opening the toy. Oh, okay, and then I've got another. I think the last time I did this, these 2 were just about enough. Oh, not quite to the fill line. I think we just threw some extra water in there. Because I have another thing of water, but I also have a second Barbie, and I don't want to have to go all the way down the hall. Let me see here. What happened to that little jug of water that I had here? Am I prepared? Did she come to set prepared? No, she did not. Let's go ahead and we can shake this around if we need to. So let's go ahead and open this up and see which Barbie we got. So let me, rather than struggle with it, because I'm going to keep my eyes closed and we'll let you guys see it first. Hi, Laura Beth. Yeah, I got one of those. I tried to pull the digger up. It worked, but it broke off. Oh, no. So here is this plastic. Why does nothing want to work today? Okay, so here you go. You guys can see. What did we get? Ooh, we got our little turquoise purple. She's got purple hair and kind of a turquoise body. And you can see she's painted and has a little rainbow on. Or maybe she's purple. That's right, I forgot we're gonna color reveal. That's the whole point of the color reveal. So let's go ahead and, with these ones that have hair, I don't like to get them all the way submerged anyway. So I'll take that so you can see she's got beautiful, beautiful purple hair. And so let's put her arms up and let's put her down into the water, and then we can kind of swirl her around. And you can see that it starts to, the water starts to muddy up pretty quickly. This paint does come off pretty easily. So we'll just kind of, oh, she's banging against the wall. Oh, let's see what we got. Okay. Oh, still a little bit of paint left to get. Let's see if we can get all of it. All right, so we have a beautiful purple mermaid. And now, because these dolls are hollow, they always like drip forever. So let's see. These mermaids, because they've got the hole for the tail, they actually drain out a little bit easier. But so here you can see what's going on with this lovely lady. I'll grab my little microfiber cloth and kind of dry her off. So here is our first Barbie. Beautiful. Yeah, I wish, I like the blue. I like the turquoisey blue one would have been cute, but you know what? The purple is good too. We like that. Yeah. So that's really fun. So let's go ahead and open up her surprises. Let me move this out of the way so that I don't knock over a huge thing of like glittery water. That would be not friendly. Okay. There we go. If I snap it down, then it doesn't even want to screw back on. It's so weird. Okay. All right. So it's purple. Yeah, so these are color reveals. So like it's kind of, maybe kids are still excited, but like if you're an adult and you know how this works out, a lot of them have rooted hair. So if they have rooted hair, once you open the bag, you know which one you got because it's the color of the hair. So we'll show you. And you can see the skin tone. We're gonna see with this one that this one is a complete surprise. So let's go ahead and open up the little purple bag. This is gonna be the tail. And so here you can see, here's the little mermaid tail. It's very iridescent and beautiful. And that just snaps into the bottom like so. And then you have a little beautiful mermaid tail. All right, so there's the, yeah, so we kind of knew, even though she had that bluish paint, we knew that she was purple because when she came out, her hair. So I think that that's something that they could work on for some of these. I love that they're doing the rooted hair because as you're going to see with the food one, the wigs are a choice. The wigs are definitely a choice. Let's see what else we've got. We don't have shoes for this one because she's a mermaid. Oh, they each come with a little crown. Look at her little star crown. How cute is that? Okay, so she gets a little like headband star crown. Let's see. There we go. So there she has her little star crown. Love that. And then we've got a little pink and a little purple. So let's do the purple. I think this might be maybe a comb. Yeah, so this has got a comb, and then the dolls always have some like paint on them that's a little bit of a color change feature, so it has a little sponge. So you can wet that with cold or warm water to change the makeup on the doll. And then we have a little pink. Let's see what the little pink is. Probably jewelry. Oh, fun. So little like arm cuff bracelets. So let's see if I can get not coordinated. Okay. Almost there. These are really bendy plastic. It shouldn't be this hard. Okay, so there you can see. So she's got little bracelets. She's got little armband bracelets that have little fins on them. And so she's got a nice pair of those. And then she's got the little crown. And she's got the beautiful iridescent. So that is doll number 1. So this is the first of our color reveal dolls for today. Now let's go to the food series. I'm excited because, like I said, I'm hoping I get popsicle because I've had taco, I've had pizza, I've had popcorn, and the taco and the popcorn, they did create pretty cute looks. You can see pictures of it. The website stuff is gone. It's a whole long story, but those old looks are no longer on my website. But you can see pictures of them. I have a color reveal Barbie, Get Ratchet With Me, of where I used Nikki Tutorials Beauty Bay collab palette. And so if you just search Barbie on my channel, there's not that many videos that are titled Barbie, but if you go to the Get Ratchet With Me, that is color reveal Barbie using Nikki Tutorials Beauty Bay. That one at the end, I show the pictures of the looks that I made with the other dolls. Look at this. I know that we're supposed to be excited that it like gets dark later, but it means that when I'm trying to film, and it's a grommet at the top of the curtain, so there's nothing I can really do about it. I'm so big back, so I'm excited for this one. Yes, I love this. I love the food series. They were very, very cute. And these you'll see, so this is one of the earlier series. So this is before they started offering them with rooted hair. So let's go ahead and, let's try to rip this off. And here you can see for these, the dolls are actually completely painted. because they came with wigs, so they didn't have rooted hair. Big back besties. Yes, I love that. Let's see if I can. Oh, this one is opening a little bit easier. A little bit easier. There we go. So I was like, if I struggle with that twice in a row, I need to reevaluate my life choices. So this is kind of fun. So it's got a little plastic thing. So it's packaged a little bit differently to kind of keep everything in place. But here you can see the whole doll is painted. And so she's got like molded hair, and then she comes with a wig. So you can either play with her with the like short hair and just keep her as is, or you can use the, so there she is. And so all the dolls look the same, so they just dip the whole thing in paint. And then we've got, this I can feel is the wig. And then we've got another little green package, which is a skirt. There's a matching skirt for this one. And then shoes. So let's go ahead and throw that to the side. So let me show you the options. At least it's sunny there. It's been gray and gloomy. Oh no! We are in North Dakota. That's my mama Champagne. So I am on the east side of North Dakota. She is on the west side of North Dakota. So we are right near the border. She's closer to the border. She's like 14 miles from the border. I'm like 60 miles from the border, I think. So here are the food series dolls. So there you can kind of see, there's our pizza girl, and then we have our popsicle. That's the one I'm hoping for. Then we have the popcorn. I can't see where I'm pointing. So popcorn, kind of red, white, and blue. And then what is that pinky one? Donut. Oh, it's donut. Donut would be cool too. Donut or popsicle are because those are the two that I haven't had before. And then taco is at the end. So I had taco. I did a look with taco. Donut I haven't had. I did a look with popcorn. I haven't had that one. And I didn't do a look with pizza, but I had that doll. But I don't have any of them now. I've donated them all to the thrift store. So if I get a duplicate, it's okay. So let's go ahead and I've got another jug of water. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let me get the... Okay, now getting this into the... We're assuming that I can pour. Oh, it spilled a little bit, but not too much. Oh, this is another one that doesn't quite go to the fill line. So this one is about the size of those other two containers that I had. So what I'm going to do, it doesn't matter. We can cross-contaminate. I don't mind. I'm going to put a little bit of, if I can get it open again, I'm going to put a little bit of the water from in here because this is still warm. And so even if it's already got some paint in there, I'm going to fill that to the fill line because since this one can go all the way submerged, she kind of does need the full fill of water. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. All right, North Dakota. North Dakota's all right. Unpacking, such a pain in the butt. Yeah, I'm hoping for popsicle. Let's go ahead and see. So here is the doll. Let's go ahead and pop her down into her little bath. And so you do have to kind of waterboard her a little bit because she's painted all the way up. So I'm going to put this on. Now, if you have these where you're doing the whole thing and you're going to like shake it up a little bit, just know that the seal on this is not great. Sometimes it's too good, but there's also a little hole on the top. So if you're going to shake it, make sure you cover the hole. And then I try to hold the lid down as well. And so you can see it's getting very, very thick. Oh, it looks like she's got light skin. So pizza has fairly light skin. Donut and popsicle all have fairly light skin. For this one, I think they all do except for taco. This range, well, I guess popcorn is a little bit more medium. If we kind of look at those. So like, it's definitely not taco. She's got deeper skin. She's got fairly light. She's maybe a little bit more medium. She looks fairly light. She's fairly light. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I forgot to put my finger over the hole. All right, are we ready? I mean, you get the popsicle because the popsicle is literally so cute. Yeah, did have the taco because I had these. Yeah, I really like the taco one was really cute, and I did like the look that we came up with. So let me go ahead, and I know that this one is going to drip forever as well. So let me go ahead and try to reveal her to you as I... Okay. Which one? Oh, it looks like we got popsicle! Yes! Oh, good. I'm very excited. Oh! So we got popsicle. Whew. I was worried. I was like, if I get pizza again... Pizza's okay, but I didn't end up doing it because it's like red, blue, yellow, and gold. And I was like... Red, white, and blue is easier to do a look with than red, blue, and yellow. I find that a little bit tricky, but... And I had already done one with the, like, popcorn that was kind of red, blue, and yellow, so I was like... But it had more white. But we got popsicle. So let's go ahead and... she's actually not dripping too bad, but let me go ahead and take her out and set her on this makeup eraser cloth so that she can sit and drip for a little bit, and we'll take her other pieces out. Yeah, the taco was cute. I did like the taco. I was a fan. Popcorn was really cute. She was super cute. Popsicle is the one that I wanted the most. I thought she was the cutest, but of the ones that I got, I thought popcorn was really cute. All right, so let's open up her wig, because this is why I think she's so fun. Ouch. I like her because, so they had these crazy like plastic helmet wigs, which are insane. But what's fun about hers is it's two-tone, which I think is so fun. I think this is very cute. Now, once we put this on, you're gonna see why they decided to go to rooted hair, because these like snap-on wigs are not the moment. They're just not. She's cute and she tries, but it's just not the moment. So let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and get her little shoes. Oh, cool. So they're little boots, but they look like they have, I know it's not going to focus because my big old head's in the background, but it's like studded rhinestone look. And they're kind of cute little pink boots. And then we have, oh, are these perforated? So easy. Okay, so here is the little, look at how cute that skirt is with those little popsicles. Oh. I'm trying to figure out, the other ones that I got smelled. I don't know, I don't really sense a specific smell. Maybe like a light fruity kind of thing, but I remember because the pizza one smelled like pizza, but not in the best way. It was a little bit odd. The taco one smelled kind of good, but it was a little beefy. So we've got one last thing here. What is this last? Is this our comb? Oh, it's a little sponge for the makeup reveal. So this one doesn't have a comb. Yeah, it could just be the plastic smell, but they did have like a food, at least a couple of them had like a food smell to them. So let's go ahead and see if she's done dripping. So again, here's our lovely lady. And she's got hair, and I think there's like streaks in the hair. If you have like cold water, it makes them appear maybe. And so let's see. So there is the popsicle, and let's put on her popsicle skirt. All right, and then let's put on her little boots. And then this wig. Oh my God. Okay, so these, you're not gonna, if you haven't seen these before, you're gonna be like, what is actually happening here? What is going on? So yeah, so basically it's like a snap-on helmet of hair. It's not the moment. So I can see why some kids might have been like, why does Barbie have a helmet with hair? But I get it because it preserves the illusion. And I think that they thought that kids would care more about preserving the illusion. And I think that as they released series, they went away from these. So I think they realized that kids cared less about preserving the illusion than they did about having a Barbie with cute hair. So, because this really is, it really does look like a brown football helmet. Hit her, Malin. Half a chicken pair should give their eye teeth to take a whack at Weezer. There we go. So this one, I think, because this is the one that I really, really wanted, I think we're going to do the look from this. I think this is cute. I'm excited to do a look based on this. I think that this will be fun. My purple one, she's cute. I like her. I'm glad that we opened her on camera, but I don't think we're going to do... Maybe at some point I'll do a look combining these two. I'll use these shades of purple with the teal. Maybe that'll help guide it for this one kind of crazy one that we had. But yeah, so we are going to do a look. Yes, pink and green, my favorite, and this beautiful peachy color, and there's some yellow. It's very tropical, so we're definitely going to go with our beautiful, beautiful popsicle lady. So she's going to be our inspiration for tonight. So let me, as we are sitting here, now I have to percolate what palettes I have. Do I have any palettes that are kind of new that would lend themselves to this? I do have. So Alex sent me this Woeful Whimsy. That's not very, it's very cool toned. I do have the Wado Potato from Mandy Makeup. This one has some colors that could be kind of fun for that. That's a maybe. And we don't have to use just one palette. We're not doing necessarily like a brand feature or anything, so it could be very different. But let me just see. Let me go through a couple more drawers and see what I can see. Oh, let's see. What about... Ooh... Ooh. Oh, maybe we'll use this one. So I am working on a video. I'm planning to do a video of indigenous makeup brands. And one of them is Bloodline Beauty. And this is a palette that was gifted to me by my friend Barb. She got this in a gift bag. She went to something in Vegas. And yeah, isn't that cute? My head, now that I'm growing my hair out, it's like always weirdly in the way. But this is the Watermelon Beach Babe palette. She got this, I think, in a goodie bag when she went to an event in Vegas. And she passed it along to me because she knew that I was researching indigenous beauty brands. And this, I think, has a lot of our colors. It's got some pinks. It's got a couple greens. It's got a couple yellows. Let me see if I've got anything else from this indigenous beauty pile that would also work, because I think we want a little bit of that peachy. Oh, you know, I also have this. This is from Prados Beauty. This is another indigenous owned brand. This is the Matriarch palette. And this has a couple of those like peachy shades. And it's got more greens and it's got some pinks. So let's use these two. So we'll do kind of a indigenous beauty theme. We'll do the Watermelon Beach Babe from Bloodline Beauty, and then we'll do... Oh, actually, you know what else? I had forgotten. So another one of these brands is Two Spirit Beauty. And I actually have Barbie-themed palettes. So I have the Indige Barbie from Two Spirit Beauty. And this one has some pinks and a green. And then we have eyeshadow palette. And this one has some blues. I don't know that we'll get much use out of this one. The pinks with the green, I can work that one in. So yeah, let's do a little, I'll set this to the side in case I think of anything that might be cute with that. But let's go ahead and do kind of a indigenous themed beauty look. Yeah, so I think with those three palettes, the Indige Barbie, Watermelon Beach Babe, and the Matriarch, I think we'll be able to create something that will be a great match for our Popsicle Barbie. So how do we want to do this? I think what I will do, swallow them all. Swallow all the palettes. Don't eat your makeup. That's a PSA. Don't eat your makeup. Yeah, so it's, yeah, we're going to do a fun Indigenous beauty. And since we're doing Indigenous beauty, of course, one of the brands that I have to feature, Trixie Cosmetics. She always jokes about how now she's turned into a rich white lady, but she is Indigenous. And so I'm going to use her Trixie sticks for contour. Let me see which one has... I love these Trixie sticks for contour. His dad thought he was going to work in construction. Whose dad? What is happening? What's going on? Big beet eater? I use them so much that I will dig down into them with a spatula until it's gone. So, like, I love these. So let's do some more sun. Yep, so this one still has a fair amount of stuff in it. So we'll use this as our contour. So let's go. This is starting to get a little bit stiff. Oh, I know it's a little bit old. I've been trying to be using it sparingly because I don't know if these are still in stock. And with Trixie Cosmetics, you never know if it's going to be restocked. Oh, let's see. All done. All right, so there's that. Let me find my little sponge here. The sponge, I wet it before we came on here, and it's like already almost dry. Okay. This is so dry. The sponge. I want it to be a little bit more pliable. It's a little bit too dry. You think you've been contouring all right? Well, remember, this is big drag queen contour too. So this is not your typical everyday kind of contour, but I've got a lot of Jabba the Hutt realness happening under here. And so I always paint on what I call my brown turtleneck. And so that's, once you get it all blended out, in person, like up close, it looks a little crazy, but in pictures, it just melts away into the shadows, which is what contour should do. It should just give you a little shadow. It should just make things recede. And so I'm like, double chin who? What, bitch? What you talking about? I don't know her. I've never met her. I cannot speak to the quality of her character. Who is this Miss Double Chin that you're talking about? And so you can see it just kind of like then kind of recedes into that shadow. And on stage, like if I was doing a show tonight, like it would be even more like ridiculous. Hello, Fabulous Joe. How are you doing? What's the purpose of the forehead contour? So it helps, like I've got a big old 5 head. And so it helps kind of like make my forehead a little bit smaller. And also, a lot of times the wig on lace, the lace on wigs can start to get, sometimes it's a little bit too dark even just to start with. And then sometimes as it gets like stained with makeup and stuff, it becomes a little darker. So having a little bit of bronzer just helps it blend together a little bit more. So that you can, so most of it gets covered up. Like a lot of this you don't even notice once I put a wig on, because it's just hidden away. And so, and then I want to kind of narrow, because I want to create more of like a rounded kind of shape. And so I always try to do things that are going to make things look a little bit more rounded, a little softer, because I got big old chipmunk cheeks, and so I like to do something that's going to like carve in the cheekbones a little bit. I think that's a good start. Let me put a little bit of eye primer on. I'm just going to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. This is my favorite. Joe is attempting to watch 2 lives. We'll see if he succeed. I love that. So let's see here. Let me get a little bit squished out onto my hand. I don't like the little applicator. If anything, I use the applicator to put it onto like my fingers or onto my hand. And I just like to, so I like to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'll put it on there, and then I like rub it between my fingers. And then I just go in and just start painting on my eyelid. I use a lot because I use a lot of makeup. So yeah, so just kind of, and I always, when I do my little triangle under the eye with concealer, I always try to make sure that I go up onto the eye a little bit. So I've already got a little bit of brightening here. And then this Eden is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. And so again, it just gives me this nice bright kind of base to put shadow on top of. All right, now since we are playing with Barbie, let's start talking about what to do for this look. Let's see, where's the purpose of the font? What is the purpose of the font? Have I missed any comments? Hey, yeah, hello, beautiful. I think I've been contouring all wrong. Okay, so I think that was all. Yeah, so let's talk about this look. I think what I'm gonna do, because we've got some fun colors to work with, and we've got this like peachy orange, and then we've got pink. So and then we've got green, obviously, and we've got yellow in the skirt. So what I'm thinking is, what if we do this eye like pink into green, and then this eye peach into green, and then do a pop of yellow in the inner corner, so that it starts the same, it ends the same, but it's got different colors. That could end up looking crazy, or it could end up looking really cute. We're going to all hold our breath, and we're going to say all of our prayers to the makeup gods that it turns out to be super cute. We hope that that's going to be the result. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of peach on one side and pink on the other. So let me go. So I think when you do different colors, thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. One thing that can help if you're doing like an asymmetrical look where you're not doing the same shades on both eyes is to try as much as possible to try to match up the depth. So I'm going to try to find a pink. So the peach that we found was here in the Matriarch palette. So let me paint that side first. So we've got 2 peaches. We've got this one, and then we've got a slightly darker that are both matte. So let's go ahead and I'll start with the lighter one. And I'll just start right kind of in here. And I don't know what we're going to do for shimmers, because I don't know we've got a lot of really crazy shimmers in any of these palettes. So I may have to bring in yet another palette for that, but because we know I love a crazy wild shimmer. And now that I'm playing with the light, does that look peach or does it just look pink? Maybe when we put a pink next to it, it'll look more peach. But right now I feel like it's just looking pink. It's pretty, but it's looking very pink to me. Well, no, when I look at it like that, maybe it's looking peach. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the second, the darker peach. That one definitely has more of a peachy orange to it. So let's definitely work some of that in on here. On my phone it looks peach. Okay, good, it does look peach. Oh, and the second one is very, very peach. So I think that'll be good. Yeah, I like that combo. All right. As we're painting, did everybody see the reveal of the new Nomad Cosmetics collection? Can they please stop coming for my neck? I have been loving all of their most recent releases, and this like Greek Odyssey that's all blues and turquoises and greens with pop of yellow and a little pop of pink. I'm in love. I'm super in love with it. So there's that. So at some point it may have to make its way into my collection. I've been like trying to slow down a little bit, but because I'm like, let's use more of the stuff that we have. I do like that. I really like it, but I feel like, are these looking like they're just two separate colors, just like plunked? I feel like I'm not really seeing them blend very well. Let's see here. Let's go over and see if we can coax a little bit more blending out of these, because we definitely want this to look very peach. It could be the lighting too. I'm playing with this lighting, and so that might be part of what my problem is that I'm seeing it in very specific lighting. Also, I probably needed to reshave my eyebrow before we started doing this, but we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. It's fine. Let's go ahead and go to the Indige Barbie, and let's... Ooh, that's a really dark pink, though. It almost looks red on the camera, but that's like a very deep raspberry. I think that's going to be deeper than what we want for that. So let's go to Watermelon, Beach Babe, and let's do this one as the lighter and then this one as the darker. So we'll do, yeah, when you add the other peach, it's very definite. Yeah, it's looking very separate, and I want them to blend together. Oh, and I'm definitely seeing that eyebrow pop out more. Oh no, oh no. I'm gonna try something. This is why filmed videos are better than lives, because then if I make dumb mistakes like this, but I'm gonna try to do a quick little, like, can I it's gonna drive me crazy with how much you can see that eyebrow. Just a little shave down. Just a quick little, it's fine. It's fine. I like it better. I don't see the eyebrow anymore. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, then, yeah, we'll blend that in a little bit later. It's still looking very definite, but, yeah, Jen, I think I will too. Payday's around the corner. Bonus time is coming up at the end of May. I don't know if I'll buy it around payday. I probably will wait till bonus time, but we shall see, because it's really pretty. And Nomad has been really nice to me on Instagram, especially lately. Giving lots of comments, very sweet comments, has sent a couple DMs and things about things that I've posted. So I like to support the brands that support your girl. Yeah, it looks more peach now that we've got a little bit of pink to contrast it. So I am liking that. I think it's just kind of, it's like a peachy pink. And so then I was just seeing pink. But I think now that I put it next to like bubblegum pink, what am I going to do for shimmers? I have not thought about this. I have not really planned out my life in the way that I probably need to. Watching people put on makeup just as much. Yeah, I do like watching people get ready. I think it's fun to kind of see. And then sometimes I'm like, stop. Oh, wait, what are you? Oh. And so then sometimes I want to, like, I do the, like, driver's ed pumping the brakes on the passenger side thing. Yeah, I feel like these two are blending a little bit more than the peachy orange. The peachy orange aren't bad. They're just not giving me the sort of differentiation that I want. Yeah, Nomad has been really lovely lately. They've really left some beautiful, thoughtful comments that I really appreciated. And so I love to support the brands that appreciate their customers. I don't think that anybody's entitled anything just because you buy something and just because you post about it. I don't think you're entitled, but it's just good service because it does build loyalty. What palette is this? So this is, we've got a mixture. So this is the Prados Beauty. We're doing indigenous themed, indigenous owned brands. So we've got Prados Beauty, the Matriarch palette. That's where we got the two peachy orange shades. And then we've got the Bloodline Beauty Watermelon Beach Babe. And that's where we got the two pink shades. And then I haven't pulled anything from this yet, but we do have the Indige Barbie palette from Two Spirit Beauty. So there are a couple of shimmers in here. I think I have an idea for shimmers. We're going to see. I think we're going to start building some of the green. So let's do a little bit of green. So I think, yeah, in the Watermelon Beach Babe, we've got this kind of gecko limey green. And then we've got this deeper green. Let's see what Prados has as well. Those are pretty far apart. We do have kind of a medium green in Prados as well. Actually, I think I'm going to start with that green. Because I think I want it, we're deep enough here that I think I want it to start a little bit more kind of medium green. And of course, not as much with the orange, but with the pink especially, because they're opposite on the color wheel, I want to not muddy them up too much. So we're going to blend a little bit right on the edge, but we're not going to get real crazy with like blending, swiping them across one another. So there is that. Very pretty. Love this color. And now we go over here to the pink side. Yeah, I like Prados. I haven't worked with Prados for a little while, but I've had these palettes sitting here. I found them through Trixie Mattel. Trixie Mattel did a video where she got ready using the Prados Beauty, the first palette that they did. And then I bought that. And actually, they were really lovely. They reposted a story that they actually took what was it? They posted a story where they were watching my video because I had tagged them when I posted the video. And so then they watched it and they posted a story of them watching the video, the part where I was talking about them. And it was very cool. There we go. So we've got a little bit of green. I've been using a big fluffy brush. I think I'm going to darken first. I was trying to decide if I wanted to darken or if I wanted to start using the shimmers. And I think I do want to darken. And I think what I'm going to do So let's do, I got mine because of Trixie, then I won one of their their live giveaways. That's fun. So we've got this one, and then I think the green in the Watermelon Beach Babe is actually even darker. So I'm going to put a little ombre of greens to darken the outer corner. And then we're going to go in with some shimmer. So let me go ahead and start with this. Bring a little bit of that underneath. And I want this to be a little bit diffused. It's probably going to look a little bit messy, but I want it to be sort of like melting popsicle kind of feel, just because we've got a popsicle themed Barbie. So there's our green. Again, I do have this kind of, this one's a little bit fluffy and it's a little bit rounded, but it comes to a little bit of a point, this brush does. So I like it for, if I want to do, like I still want a little bit of outer corner control, but I want it to be a little bit messy. I like a brush like that. So there we go, down onto the underneath. Perfect. Let me go back to that other brush. Put a little bit more of that medium green. Sort of an avocado kind of green. Just to kind of amp up the color. A little bit messy on there. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're going to go back to that, this is one of the melts, those butterfly collection, Amor Mariposa, whatever it was. And now I'm going to go back to Watermelon Beach Babe. I'm so sorry, Barbie. This may only be 2 indigenous palettes tonight. I don't know if we're going to get to. Because then there is this shade Breathe, which I think is an even deeper green. And so I want to put a little bit of that just at the very kind of outside, just to, again, just to give it even the tiniest little bit more ombre. There we go. All right, so let's check in. What do we think? This is our Barbie. This is our inspiration. Do we think we're doing her justice? It's looking a little bit paint by numbers right now, but we're gonna keep going, because I think once we add some shimmer, I think that's gonna help blend it out. And what I was thinking for the shimmer, more Nomad Cosmetics, but let's see, where did I put them? Oh, there they are. Okay. Is this content? Remember how I said I wasn't going to rearrange these coastal palettes, because if I kept all the shimmers together, then I would be more likely to pull it out and use it as a like accent palette, like and such as, because there are some beautiful pinks and there are some beautiful peach. There's a little bit of green action here. So I think the shimmers we are going to pull from the Nomad. So I'm very excited to use this again. This is a fun one. Let me see if I've got any little like paddle brushes. I want kind of a paddle brush, I think. It's okay if it's a little bit bigger, but I want definitely like a paddle shape. So let's go ahead and go into, I'm going to start with the deeper shade. So I'm going to start with Sparkling Sunset, and I'm going to put that as the shimmer on here. And then we'll probably use a little bit of the lighter one, Golden Hour, on the inner part. Because again, I think we are going to put a little pop of yellow just in the very inner corner. But I think I want to start with the deeper of the two shades. Let me start without setting spray and see how it goes on. Very flaky. We're getting some fallout. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this. I could put down like some glitter glue, or I could use like an eye primer in the color that I want, but I think just spraying it will give us enough. All that that's pretty. I like that. So if any of you, hello, Terry. We are the weirdos, mister. Yes, this is, we love weirdos and creatives and artists over on this channel. So you have found us if that's what you're looking for. And you must have been looking for something like this because YouTube's algorithm bases it on your preferences. So welcome to the show. Let's get a little bit more of this. Like I said, we'll do some green. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Janet started a load of laundry and now you're putting stuff away. Unpacking from a trip is the worst. Stuff sits in my suitcase for longer than I care to admit when I come home from a trip. I can't do it the day I get home. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm going to go into Summer Spritz for this dark pink. And then, of course, we got this lighter pink Mermaid's Tail. But we're going to start with this pink. And once we get these two shimmers on, then we can start to worry about maybe getting a lighter shimmer. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. These shimmers really help differentiate the two colors. I'm really liking these shimmers were the right choice. I just think they are a great like accent palette. I just think it's a fun little accent to use with other things. You can use it with the mattes that they came out with at the same time. But if you want to just do a fun look with some other mattes that you've got and then mix in these shimmers, they are beautiful. Yeah, these shimmers are really pretty. So let's go ahead and grab the lighter shimmer. So I'm going to start with Golden Hour, this kind of peachy one. And let's do this on the inner part over top of this orange. Again, we'll spray it. We'll go right in here. Ooh, very subtle, but it gives that nice like golden, like a golden hour. That's why it's called Golden Hour. A little extra like golden glow to this. Oh, that's pretty. All right, now let's do a little bit of that Mermaid's Tail, that pink. This one might have a little bit of blue shift to it, so this could get a little weird. Or do I want to do, there is Shimmering Pearl, which isn't as like pink, but it's more just pink. This one has the pink base, but I'm worried it might go a little, let's swatch. That still has a fair amount of pink to it. Let's go for it. Let's try it. Be wild, be brave. And we'll hope that it doesn't just turn into a flash of blue. Very blue, but oh yes, very, very, very blue. But I don't mind, actually. It's not quite in line with the Barbie, but I think that it's pretty. And if we put a little bit more of that gold, I think it gives us some interesting... Now, let's go. There are some other greens on here, but I think I'm going to go right into this green to connect it. That's Emerald Jewel. And I think this right on the edge where it meets the green, I think is going to be gorge. Oh, I like that. Just gives it that little bit of shine. I like that. It still is kind of a harsh line. What can we do about that? Let's do a little bit of sea glass. Just right where those meet up. Sometimes just having a little bit of a connector shade. I'm gonna go into this like angled brush from Blend Bunny. Gonna just right where it comes together. The green has a lot of gold to it, which I don't hate. It looks great on the peach side. Is it gonna look as good on the pink side? That's what I don't know. It's not gonna maybe match as well on the pink side. That gives us a little bit more of the green. We can do a little bit more of the pink. There we go. Just a little bit softer. I just don't want it to be like line, line, line. I think that's a little bit softer. It just transitions a little bit more smoothly. I have to put my stuff away before I allow myself to open the stuff delivered while I wish I could be that disciplined, Janet. I wish I could have that level of self-control. Does not exist in my world. I have to rip into things right away. I am liking this. Let me go ahead and do... Should we do, for those who are paying attention to the chat, should we do orange to go with the orange and pink to go with the pink? Or should I do pink and orange on the lower lash line? Pretty girl. So should we do matching lower lash lines or should we do contrasting lower lash lines? What are we feeling today? Matching or contrasting? I think I'm going to go with matching just because I know I asked and I like put it up for debate. There's so much blue in that blue. Oh, Janet's saying contrasting. Mama Champagne is saying opposite. Okay, we'll do contrasting. I was thinking that this is very warm and this is very cool, but I think that that might actually help balance the look as well. So let's go for it. Let's put some orange. Kind of like that. And let's do a little bit of the lighter shade as well. Got shadow in my eye, as always. I'm trying not to go too much into the very inner corner because we're going to do that pop of yellow. All right, now let's do the pink. do kind of like that. Especially when I build it up. Oh! Not as much when I just paint eye powder into my eyeball. There we go. So a little bit of that blue. Ooh, I like that. That is cute. That is cute. You guys were right. I was going to fight my instincts. Let me do a little bit of that green shimmer. Oh, it got a little too messy there. There we go. I like it. I do like it. And I think once I get lashes and mascara on, I think I will like it even more. But yeah, I like that it kind of then contrasts. All right, let's do a little bit of mascara. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I do. I like it. I was worried. But clearly I needed to trust the process. I swear I'm gonna have that tattooed across my ass someday. Like, trust the process. I keep trying all these like different mascaras or whatever, and this Omni Lash from Blend Money is fine. It darkens the lashes, it does what I need. I need to at some point just go back to the drugstore and get some like $5 what is it, Lash Princess. Who is that by? The Lash Princess, I can't even remember, but is it Essie that does Lash Princess? No, Catrice? Yes, we are going to do some yellow. Essence. That's what I was thinking Essie, but I was like, aren't they a nail polish brand? Essence, the Lash Princess. It's like, I don't know if it's still $5. I haven't bought a tube for a while because I've been trying to work through some of these mascaras that I've gotten in like gift with purchase or like sample sizes and stuff, and or mystery boxes, and I just need to. Yeah, so even that little bit of darkening already makes it look better. So let's go in and let's get a yellow. So we are going to go into Watermelon Beach Babe. And there's this bright like neon yellow. And we're going to do just a little pop of that right in the inner corner. Look at how cute that is. Just such a little like whisper of yellow. I love that. Yeah. I like that. I think I'm going to go into, I want a little bit more of the brighter green. I want a little bit more brighter green. I think just like right up in here. Just because I feel like we go very dark right away. And there is some in the shimmer, but what about, why don't we just like brighten that a bit? Oh, that's a huge difference. I love that. Okay. Yeah. That's what I want. Oh Lord, what are we gonna do for brows? There's so many colors happening here. Well, let's mix up some brow stuff, and then I guess we'll just start with a brown base because I don't really know. $4.99. Oh, good. I was worried that they might have gone up with all the like craziness in the world. So I'm glad to hear that they are still $5 because it's $5 and it's just good mascara. Okay. Oh, one brow. We're getting a little quiet because I have to concentrate on the brows. See, the first one always goes on so well. Am I ever going to be able to recreate that on the other side? The $40 million question. Oh. Time to dig into your mail. We love that. Okay. I was going to do the other side, but this side there's a little watery patch, and so I was like, let's make sure we got that. Okay. Jesus, take the wheel. Although we don't sing Carrie Underwood anymore because now she's apparently a maggot. We lose too many of the good ones. I'm sad about it. Not Nicki Minaj. They can have her, but I am sad about Carrie Underwood. And Kristen Chenoweth. Although Kristen Chenoweth, I think that might be... I think she's not as maggot as people are trying to make her out to be. I think with Kristen Chenoweth, because everybody got mad at her because she's always been very open that she is Christian and that her faith is a big part of blah, blah, blah. And, like, people got mad at her and they, like... And they canceled her when Charlie Kirk got shot. Notice how I just stop in the middle of a sentence. But the whole thing with that is that she said something about, because she offered some condolences or something, and I think that she is just of a generation, and she's Southern Christian, like, that was just a thing you did, of like, there is that whole idea of like, don't speak ill of the dead. I do not subscribe to that. I think that if you were an asshole when you were alive, I don't think you just get to be talked about warmly just because you died. But I do understand that there are those kinds of people out there where that's a thing, where they're just like, if somebody dies, you just say something nice. Like, you just say nice things about them. You focus on whatever the good elements of their character. And, like, Gen Z's having none of that. They're just like, he was a shit human being. If you support him, then you're garbage. And so I haven't seen anything from her beyond those kinds of things, where she just said, like, this is terrible, you know, people shouldn't get shot, which is not... I mean, I'm not going to lose any sleep or any tears over fucking Charlie Kirk, but there are people who just think that, like, it's never okay and you should say nice things. And I can appreciate that for her. Like, and I think that they're maybe a little bit too snarky for her, but I don't know. Everybody just says that we should be done with Kristen Chenoweth. So here we have brown eyebrow shapes. They're good enough. They're close enough. Let's do... What if we do green? I don't think I want to change... I don't think I want to, like, alternate the eyebrows. I think at some point it's going to become a little bit ridiculous. So let's do a little bit of green. I agree with you. My grandpa was an ass. I didn't say anything, but everyone else was saying nice shit. I was like, who are you attacking? Yeah, I don't have any time for that. And let me tell you, I think people deserve to be talked about the way that they treated people in life. And I think that, you know, if they were nice to some people, that's fine. Those people should say nice things. I think that if they were awful to other people, then those people should say what they have to say. I'm going to put green in this brow. And so I think I think both are fair. And so trying to say that, oh, we shouldn't speak ill of the dead, I will always live by, there's a quote from Anne Lamott where she says, you own your stories. Sorry, I'm looking for a brush. You own your story. If people wanted you to write about them warmly, they should have behaved better. And I absolutely live by that. And I think that, you know, if you don't want to celebrate when somebody dies, I think that's perfectly fine. If you feel that that's out of your character, I don't think that that is for everybody. But you know what? When we get the big, beautiful obituary, I'm going to be partying like it's 1999. And it cannot come soon enough for me. And that's going to be a time where if anybody tries to be like, oh, you shouldn't celebrate, I'm going to be like, this is the best thing to celebrate. Okay, this is that, it's the darker green that's in the Watermelon Beach Babe palette. Look how it just turns that brow from brown into green. I love it. I love these cake liners as like a base. And then just dress them up with shadow. Now I've got green eyebrows. I love that. Now we're going to take a little bit of Nomad Cosmetics. We're going to go into that dark green shimmer, because you know I have to have a shimmer ombre brow. Who would I be if I did not have my shimmer ombre brow? So let's, oh, and look at how pretty that is. Just a little soft, just a little shim shim. Oh, gorgeous. All right, I love that. I think I want just a little bit more. I'm going to use that lighter green. Actually, let's do Morning Mist, which is this one, which is kind of a bluey green, but it has some gold. Just right at the front. Just whoop. Yeah. There we go. I never get them quite the same amount. Diffuse. There we go. There we go. That's a better match. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of... Let's put a little bit more green back in there. That gold is gold. And I don't want it to take over. There we go. Beautiful. Got a free lip gloss with my Clarity palette. I haven't ordered from Clarity in a little. From Clarity. Clarity and Clarity. Do you remember when there used to be that other brand, Clarity? That did the like 90s grunge palette or whatever. And then so there's Clarity and Clarity. I get so confused. So free. I'm glad you got. I haven't ordered from either one. The other one I think shut down. Clarity Cosmetics. And Clarity, I just haven't ordered anything for a little while. Got a palette from Nomad and Touch of Glam. Ooh, I love it. I think I'm going to have to place an order with Gloss Gods, Janet. I think I'm going to have to get, at some point, I'm going to see how long I can hold off, because I really have been trying to, like, love the things in my collection. But those shimmery blushes from Gloss Gods, oh, they're so cute. They are so cute. And they look really shimmery. They don't look like anything I already have. Like, they're colors that I have, but that particular formula of being very like a blush highlighter hybrid. I mean, I probably can get effects like that mixing some things, but I feel like I don't have anything just like that's gonna do that with one product. All right, let's get some lashes. Yeah, I'm a fan of Gloss Gods. I think they're a lot of fun. I have a few of their palettes. I need to bust one out one of these days. Let's see. Do I have any fun lashes that I want to pull out? No. I thought about doing these rhinestone ones, but I feel like rhinestones doesn't necessarily go with popsicles. I think I just want big honkin' black lashes. I think I just want, these are the Blend Bunny Vixen. I tried so hard to support Clarity, but I ordered 4 different palettes and all came broken. Then the replacements came broken. Oh, I just had, you know what? Clarity Cosmetics, I will say, just like Give Me Glow, again, my secret, my conspiracy theory is I think they're ordering from the same manufacturer, because I have the same problems with both brands. I have problems with, especially their mattes are very dry, and it's the kind of dry, and I think that's why they switched to the smaller pans, because when they used to do the big 36 millimeter pans, things came broken all the time with those, and they would, and just sitting in a palette, they would like dry out a little bit more and crack. But also like some of the newer shimmers, I've had a couple things from Clarity where they had to send me replacement shades because a couple things of the shimmers were broken, but when they arrive and when I use them, they're beautiful. But yeah, I agree with you that there are some problems sometimes with the shipping. Okay. Let's get these spiders all glued up. Did you hear that, Joe? They're using a lab now, and they started using shade protection with this one. Nice. While we are waiting for the eyelash glue to get dry, let me actually, I'm almost done with my Fix Plus Lavender. I hope that they re-release these at some point. So MAC did Fix Plus versions in lavender, rose, and coconut, and I loved them all. And I ran out of the coconut a long time ago. Rose was the second one, and then lavender I saved to last, and I'm almost done. And I hate the new Fix Plus bottles, so I'm going to save this bottle once I'm out of the lavender. I bought another bottle of Fix Plus when it was half off at Ulta one time, and so it's been in my collection, but I'm just going to wait until I run out of that, and I'm going to put that into the lavender bottle. Yeah, I've really liked it, Joe. Anytime I've ordered from Clarity, if I have had problems, they've been really good about taking care of it. And I haven't had the issue where my replacements have also arrived broken, so I know that that is probably very frustrating. Excuse me, pretty girl. But I do like them. When I have them and when I use them, they have some good shadows. Again, if you like Give Me Glow, I think you'll like Clarity. Okay. Big lash. And I always, when I'm just putting the mascara on, I'm always like, oh yeah, that's darkening my lashes. And then I start lowering the lash down on there, and I'm like, do I even have lashes? What's this situation all about? I feel like this is a little bit, there we go. Maybe a little bit out more. With this lighting, I feel like I get a lot more shadow from the lashes. This is cute. I like this. I think it's fun. I think it's doing our little popsicle lady proud. I think that this is a good... All right. So now... Oh, the age-old question. Do we do pink blush or do peach blush? And now we've got both pink and peach on the cheeks. So I feel like we have to do a little bit of a blend. Right? I think we have to do a little bit of peach, a little bit of pink. Is that the ticket? Oh, can we also talk about how this look is the perfect excuse to wear my other pair of Furby earrings? I don't know if you guys were here when I showed off my other Furby earrings. Oh, where are you? Come here. Come here, little... Is this content? Here's one of them. Look at that. Oh, popsicle red. I think I'm going to do a mix of peach and pink. I think we're going to do a little bit of peach. We're going to do a little bit of pink. Let's do the green on this side with the pink. Yeah, there we go. Now if I can just find the other one. Where are you hiding, you little Furby? Ha ha! And then we'll do the little orange Furby. I love, aren't these fun? These are by I'm Your Present on Etsy. I've gotten so much acrylic jewelry because I do, and I've worn a couple things at shows, but sometimes like for YouTube and lives and filming for videos, I don't necessarily want to do the full like Crystal Smith, Rocks by Cox, like big rhinestone drag jewelry. Occasionally I do. And sometimes I'll work it in, but sometimes I just like having fun little acrylic necklaces and earrings. So she's the one who did my Glam Geek and Gore. She's the one who made my jewelry needs to be organized. It's a little bit of a mess. She made my little femme necklace. I first found her before I even knew that you could order custom pieces from her. I ordered my plus-size Barbie. This was the first piece that I ever got from her. And then a couple of my name necklaces are from I'm Your Present. I love her stuff. It's very affordable. She always has little coupon codes. Whenever you place an order, she sends you a little coupon to use the next time you order. I'm such a fan. Such a fan. Yeah, aren't these cute? I love them. I love them. I think they're adorable. All right, so let's do all of that. I got distracted because I had to close the jewelry drawer because I wanted to open the blush drawers. And I've got too many things with drawers next to each other. Let's do, this is the Fairy Blush from Likely Makeup. Let's do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. I don't think we need to go super dark with the blush. I think we're just gonna, it's gonna be a little bit light, bright, pretty. So there's some pink. Let me take these off until because I'm going to have to go change into some drag before we wrap this up. So let me go ahead and take that off so that I don't worry about knocking them off while I'm doing the blush. So we're going to go with the pink, we're going to go down into the contour. And then I'm just going to use the other side of the same brush. There we go. Just a fun little... This contour feels really extreme. It's starting to look a little bit too much. Let me see if I can blend it a bit. There we go. Very pretty, very Barbie. I like that. Yeah, so I think likely makeup, that's going to be fun. Lips. What are we going to do for lips? I've got some Gavisi Beauty. I do have this kind of corally orange. Let's start with this. I'm not going to do a lip liner. I know that that's my go-to, is to do my like chola liner. So this is one of those ones that I got, I did a live where I talked about a clearance sale at Gavisi Beauty, and this is the shade Can't Even, and I got it for like $3. And what I remember, because I had a bunch of Gavisi that I liked, the trouble I had with Gavisi is that they were hard to like layer. So if you wanted to do like an ombre lip, it was really hard because you would put the first layer on and then it would kind of chunk up when you added the second layer, or even just like reapplying once you had created your first layer was a little bit of a challenge. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to go over it with like a glitter liquid lip. But I like this. The corners of the mouth are always, because I overline, And so I feel like the corners of the mouth sometimes get a little bit crazy. It's a little clowny, but that's all right. I'll just sit here like a blow-up doll until it dries. Yeah, so this is Can't Even. And it's got that kind of peachy orange. And then I have, from Sugar Drizzle, I have these kind of pinky gold. So I'm like, I think I'm going to do one of these. Does this have a shade name? Strawberry Pop. I think I'm going to put this over top. Yeah, it's got a white base that makes it really like bright, but it makes it kind of a pain sometimes to work with. It could hurry up and dry anytime. I'm gonna go over it. I'll probably mess it up, but this is Strawberry Pop from Sugar Drizzle. Ooh, I like it. Okay, I like it. Gives a little bit of shine. All right, what do we think? I'm gonna put on a wig and I'm gonna put on a little bit of drag, but here is our color reveal Barbie and here's our look. I like this. I think this is cute. I think this turned out really well. I think that this is absolutely in keeping with our little lovely, and I thought just having the two-tone hair, I thought it would be fun to do like a two-tone eye look. And so I hope you like that as well. I love that we got to use the pink and the peach. I think this lip is a nice balance between the two. I think the blend of the blush is nice. This contour is crazy. Let me try to soften that a little bit. It's just a little bit crazy. If I were on stage, it would be just fine. But I know this side is a little bit darker. But you know what? That's okay. We're just playing in makeup. It's just a fun day. All right, let me go throw a wig on. Let me throw some drag on. I'm trying to think of what I have nearby that's going to match this. I wish I had like a two-tone wig like that. That would be really fun. I absolutely do not. I do have a hot pink wig, or I have just like a blonde, very Barbie kind of wig. Let's go with just the blonde. I do have a green dress, so let me see. Let me throw on my green dress, the one that I wore backwards. I told that story. So I'll be right back. Is this content? You're about to watch my backdrop. And I'll just kind of talk at you while I'm trapped. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. We've got, yeah, I think this green dress, because I have this other one that's kind of, but it's more of a teal. I think the green dress is the winner. Let's try to figure out how to get into this one and not have it on backwards. Shall we? Shall we? Okay. Well, what the hell? This dress is really cute once it's on, but there's so many layers, and trying to figure out how they all work together is always my undoing. Okay, so there's, all right, there it is. Oh, because the lining was coming out through the sleeve, that's why. I was like, this shape does not make sense for a human body. I'll be back soon, I promise. I'm coming. Okay. Okay. And I have the dress on the right way, so that's good. It just has a necktie. Not a necktie, but like a tie at the back of the neck. I'm trying to... There we go. Oh, I think I've conquered it. We shall see. Okay. So we've got the green dress. Let me bring the pink, or the blonde wig. Let me also... There's the wig. I'm coming back, I swear. I'm just going to move these two things of, like, Barbie stained water so that they're not near my feet so I don't trip over them. And spill this water all over the floor of my office. It doesn't happen often, but every once in a while we think ahead for potential problems and try to prevent them. Okay. Let me move her out of the way. Ugh. So here we are in a green dress. But not a real green dress. That's cruel. I always thought that was unfair of Bare Naked Ladies to say that a real green dress was cruel, because I think it's beautiful. Oh, I've still got a hair clip in. Okay. There we go. Very Barbie core with this big old blonde hair. There we are. Let me zoom out a little bit. Zoom out so you can see the look. And then let's add our Furby friends back in. All right, so there with things. Oh, we're getting close to 2 hours, so it's like, oh, we have to start refreshing and doing. Oh, so hopefully it's still, now it's having like weird, so hopefully it stays connected. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why these earrings won't always turn all the way around. So there we go. There is the look. There is the Barbie. What do we think? Did we capture? I'm so excited that I got the popsicle Barbie. I'm so excited that I got the one that I wanted. That's the thing, is I always say with mystery boxes, with blind boxes, with color reveal, thing like that, you can't complain about not getting the one that you want. I mean, I always say if you want something, just go buy it. These obviously you can't buy except in the color reveal, but I am excited that I got the one that I was hoping for. This one, I did declutter the other color reveal Barbies from the food series, but I think I'm going to keep her. I might have kept popcorn as well, actually. I did really like popcorn. This is good. This is getting very dry. I'm going to put another coat of this sugar drizzle on now that I feel like the base underneath it is dry. So we get even more of that glitter. Love it. All right. Yes. So let's go ahead and zoom in. And then you can get a closer look. So this is our fabulous color reveal. Now we didn't get to Indigibarbie. So we didn't get to the Indigibarbie palette, but we did use the Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Aurora Cruise. This is the shimmer palette. And we did use 7 different shimmers out of this for the look. From Bloodline Beauty, we used the Watermelon Beach Babe palette. And from Prados Beauty, we used the Matriarch palette. So, very fun. I like this. I like the way that this turned out. I think this is very cute. Yeah, excited to take a little picture, film a little TikTok, and then I'm going to take this off and then I'm going to go home. I'm excited. I'm excited. I wasn't in like a super like makeup play day kind of mood today. Excuse me, pretty girl. But I was like, you know what? We got to do it. We scheduled it. We already canceled last week. Let's go do it. And I've had so much fun. And I'm so glad that you guys have all been here to hang out with me and have this little makeup play day. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the way that this turned out. I am a fan. I think that we are Barbie accurate. I think we are Barbie approved. So I am liking the way this came out, and yeah, I think this is a lot of fun. So thanks, everybody. Now, be on the lookout. Like I said, I am working on a collection update for Golden Girl. I am working on the Golden Girl lore video, and we are going to be kicking off May by Mitchell very soon in May, where we're going to have a Get Ratchet with me, where I do a red, blue, green look. We're going to have my full brand review, and we're going to have a live declutter of my Made by Mitchell collection. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm very excited. So this is the look. Thank you, everybody. Let's see if I can remember my outro. If you were here in live chat, don't forget to circle back around and leave me a comment. Help me feed the algorithm. Help me feed the beast. And Replay Crew, you rock. So leave your thoughts down below about what you thought about this look, about this choice. While you are down there leaving me that comment, don't forget that you can give me that thumbs up to tell me that you appreciate it. Or if you are like, girl, why didn't you use that beautiful purple mermaid Barbie? Why didn't you use that one? You could have done a purple look. Then go ahead and give me that thumbs down. It is all engagement. The algorithm isn't a picky bitch, and neither am I. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, become part of the family, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I do an upload or a live. I try really hard to make sure I have at least one video or live per week. I like to spread it out among Glam, Geek, and Gore as much as I can. And sometimes, if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, you might even get a bonus video. Ooh, Barbie-tastic. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of my social media will be linked down in the description box below, including a link to my website, just pretend it's there, The World of Champagne at JanessaJ.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you. Good night. Mama Champagne is saying good night and have a good rest of the weekend. Absolutely. Make sure that you are staying safe. Take care of yourselves out there. I hope you're doing all the things you can to stay sane in this crazy, crazy time that we live in, whether it's playing with makeup, whether it's watching loud drag queens on the internet, whatever it does to get you through, we're excited for you. So I hope everybody has a lovely Saturday night, and until I see you again, bye. And the awkward shutting down of the stream. There we go. Bye.